We're going to use Wireshark to capture a file off the network. You'll need Server 2016, Metasploitable, and Kali Linux all running. We'll start a Wireshark capture on Kali, and we'll let it just run in the background. Since we're using virtual machines, the connectivity between the VMs is treated like a hub, not a switch. So that fortunately allows Kali to sniff what's going on between Server 2016 and Metasploitable. Metasploitable is running the Samba service. It has SMB-based shares. We'll use Server 2016 to upload something to Metasploitable, but we'll sniff it off the network with Kali and capture it. So in Kali, just start Wireshark. Go to Apps, go to Sniffing and Spoofing, Wireshark. Choose Ethernet 0, or whatever your Ethernet is called, and start. Let it just run. We don't really need to have Kali in our way right now. We can even minimize it. Don't close it, for heaven's sake. Now with Server 2016 and Metasploitable, all we need is Metasploitable's IP address. In my case, it is 192.168.252.130. Don't forget that you press Ctrl-Alt to release your mouse. We can now minimize Metasploitable to get it out of our way. And now we can get busy with Server 2016. Open the File Explorer, and up at the top, type in \\, and then Metasploitable's IP, 192.168.252.130. That's for me. You put in yours. Press Enter. Of course, we don't have a single sign-on across the machines, so we have to log on. msfadmin, and the password is msfadmin. Okay. We can upload and download things to the temp directory. We'll put some kind of file right inside here. You're going to want to get some kind of image from the internet if you don't have one already. I'm just going to open Google Chrome, and I'm going to go grab some kind of image. Images. An image of something. This peacock feather is nice. I'll take that. Doesn't matter what it is. Just save the image. Save it as whatever. Save it in your pictures. This is in Server 2016. Okay, now we have a file that we can upload. We're now ready to copy Feather over to the share on Metasploitable. I'm just going to drag and drop it right here. And it's on there now. Great. Now all we have to do is go and stop the capture in Wireshark. We can bring Kali back up. And we can stop the capture. Now we're looking for SMB. You could just click Protocol and then look for SMB. You could also, in the display filter, just type SMB and press Enter. And the only thing we see now is SMB. So we can see that there's some activity between Server 2016 and Metasploitable. Now, one thing you could do is right-click any of the frames between those two, right-click and follow the TCP stream. However, you only see text. You don't really see the picture. Why not? Because this is just to show us the text, just the ASCII. So yes, it followed the stream, but it didn't show us anything. I mean, I see feather.jpg, but that didn't help us. So let's just close that. We could go up to File, Export Objects, and then you have a number of object types. Medical images, DICOMs like CT scans, MRIs, FTP data, HTTP, IMF, which is email formats, SMB for Microsoft File and Print, and TFTP. Well, since the connection was via SMB, let's select SMB. What you see might be a little bit different, but here it is. We got 100% of it, and it's a little over 8,000 bytes. So let's save it. We'll select it, save. Let's save it to the desktop right here. Get rid of %5c in HTML. That means a /. I don't need that. So I just have feather.jpg going on the desktop. Come way down here and click Save. And with that, we can close this. We can close Wireshark, quit without saving. And when we look on the desktop, there it is, feather.jpg. And that is how we can capture whole objects off the network using Wireshark, recreating them. In our case, we recreated something transmitted via SMB. And with that, we can move on.